What does the telex say?
It's a description of the woman who robbed the bank. Height 160 centimetres, weight 60 kilos, hair brown, eyes green, age between 30 and 40.
That's her.
I don't reckon she'd be that heavy.
What's a few pounds? She did it all right. You don't believe this, do you? Nobody forgets where they got $3,000. She must think we're fools. Listen, Tanner, where did you get the money? Kent, dunno. All right, look, I did steal it. What do you want her to do? Draw you a picture?
You used to treat the women with some compassion.
And where did it get me? Latham and Smith have both admitted to setting fire to the library and deliberately attacking Miss Ferguson.
For God's sake, they did it because they were frustrated. I'm beginning to understand how they feel.
Meg, if it's all getting too much for you, why don't you...
Resign? That seems to be what everybody wants.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, that's a nice welcome after all this time. Didn't you get my message?
I got a garbled message about a sister of Mersey, New Jersey. I had no idea it was my own sister.
You might at least say you're glad to see me.
I'm sorry, friend. It's been a hell of a shock, that's all. I need a little time. Girls, I want some privacy, okay? Would you mind the shop?
Oh, I've already done my stink. Can't they do it?
I want all of you to do it, please.
Boy, they sure know how to make a girl feel at home.
I just think they're a bit wary of strangers, that's all.
But we're not strangers, are we, sweetie?
Aren't we, friend? I mean, 25 years is a long time. People change. I certainly have.
Oh, well, sure. Me too. Well, for one thing, I'm not a Bryant anymore. Do you remember Wilbur Hunter?
Wilbur? Yeah, wasn't he that guy with the permanent razor rash?
That's right. We celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary last fall. You're an aunt now.
That's great. Well, as a matter of fact, so are you.
What? But I thought you were...
Gays have kids, you know. It's a long story. It's just that I had a daughter. Her name's Laurie. She's 22 now. In fact, she's having a kid of her own soon.
Oh, Judy, we have so much to catch up on.
Well, it's not my fault, is it? I mean, you're the one that slammed the door in my face.
Well, Bud and Kitty and I were too young to understand. And Mom always went along with Pop, you know that. All we want to do now is make up for all those lost years.
Is that all?
What do you mean?
Well, maybe I'm getting suspicious in my old age. But it has occurred to me that you might have come all this way just to stop me from getting my hands on Pop's money.
Judy.
Hazel, what on earth happened?
The new prisoner, Mrs. Morris.
Mrs. Morris and me go back a long way.
I wasn't talking to you. Prisoners are not allowed personal dialogue with the officers. Isn't that correct, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
Come
what?
on, Hazel, on the line. Hazel Jean Kent, you are charged with possession of stolen money. You will be held on remand pending an extradition hearing to take you to Western Australia, where you will face charges of armed robbery. Hazel, is this correct?
Nah, it's all a mistake. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Perhaps you'd like some help with the official induction procedure, Mrs. Morris?
I am quite capable of handling this on my own. Thank you.
What's going on here, Mrs. Morris? I know things change, but geez, if you can't even...
That's enough, Hazel, get your enough.
Hayes! Oh, it's good to see you.
If you know what I mean.
Hazel, what on earth are you doing back in?
Come on, ladies, get to your places.
Hello there, Hayes. How you going? Oh, by the way, that's Maxine, comedy relief.
G'day.
Hi.
Hey, Hayes, how are the kids? You got them back yet?
No, George has still got him. But I will get him back, true, just as soon as I get out of this mess.
What did I get you for?
Armed robbery.
You? Come off it.
Yeah. Well, you know what deals the cops are. They reckon I nicked it in Perth. I never even been to WA.
Well, how come they fingered you for it in the first place?
Well, they caught me passing stolen money. I didn't know it was nicked.
Yeah? Go on, then.
Eh?
Go on.
Oh, forget it. They'll have to let me go once they figure it out anyway. So, I heard about the fire and poor old Mouse. You lot look okay, though. So who's Godzilla out in reception?
Oh, that's the freak. Miss Ferguson.
Could have eyes in the back of their head with that one.
Everything's changed round here, Hayes. Mrs. M won't have anything to do with us anymore, and Mr. Faulkner got kicked out.
We'll survive.
Gee, sounds pretty rough. You still chief bartender around here, Lizzie? Could go a drink.
I brought a ton of it in from Woodridge, but the screws got the whole lot of it. Prison's as dry as a bone.
Terrific.
You mean you have hookers and junkies in here as well as cons?
Ex-cons, Fran. Of course. Never turn anyone away that needed a place to stay.
God. How do you deal with, well, people like that? What must these women be like, fresh out of prison?
Well, you tell me. What am I like?
Oh, honey, I didn't mean you. Your family. If you knew what we went through to find you. Okay, so Wilbur wasn't very happy when he found out you'd been in jail, but I told him you'd always been impulsive. I'm sure you had good reasons for doing what you did.
Come off it, Fran. You didn't come 10,000 miles just to say that.
Hey, I told you why I came.
Yeah, I know. The old blood's thicker than water. I'd like to believe you, but it's not easy.
Judy, I know we put you through hell. We just didn't understand. But times have changed. We're trying to make amends. Can't you at least try to forgive us?
Well, God knows I want to. You have no idea how many times I've thought about all of you. I just don't want to be hurt anymore.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for being bitter. I'll be at the Terra Vista Hotel. We want you back in the family. If you want that too, well, you know where to reach me.
I reckon the tucker at Woodridge is better than that muck we had here this Arvo.
Yeah, and the scenery was more exciting.
Well, I'd rather have good food than any rotten fella.
Come on, move along, Lizzie.
You look different.
Where's me money?
Well, where do you think the cops have got it?
Did you tell them about me?
Well, I wouldn't be in here if I had. They think I'm you.
They can't pin anything on you if you stay cool. But if you so much as mention anything to anyone in here, you've had it. Understand? Go ahead, I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You okay?
Sure.
What have you got going with Carter?
Who?
Come on. Judy told me you knew each other in Driscoll.
We was just having a friendly chat, that's all.
Is that why you're shaking like a leaf? Why don't you tell me what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I've told you I'm all right.
Oh, hello, Judy. How's everything?
Oh, you know, up and down like a yo-yo. Not much fun trying to cope on my own.
Is there something you want, Brian?
I was hoping I could see Jean Carter.
It's all right, Miss Ferguson. I can handle this. Looking for new recruits.
Something like that.
Oh, Brian, good.
Yes, she wants to see Jean Carter.
Yeah, well, I was just going to call you. Mrs. Davidson would like to see you if you've got time.
Oh, well, what's wrong with the present? I mean, Jean Carter's not going to run away, is she?
Have you signed in?
Do you mean to say that the women aren't allowed to talk to the officers at all unless it's to obey an order or make a request?
Yes, Judy, I'm afraid so.
But Mrs. Davidson, if I hadn't had someone like Mrs. Morris to tell my troubles to, I would have gone up the wall.
I don't enjoy doing this. But the women seem to interpret every consideration as a sign of weakness. They'll have to earn my trust from now on.